found it as well. Yeah, put that back how you found it.
You mean the hole that you've dug to expose our power and water cables in our easement? Is that what you're talking about, Cliff? And this easement, the one that you lied about to me, to my face the other day, and said, oh, your easement is over there. Could you point that out? Could you point out where the easement is? Over there, down this end of the property. Can you point that out on the plans to me? Can you? Or was that just a lie, Cliff? Was that a lie? Did you lie to me? Did you lie?
I can't see.
Was that a lie?
I'm not lying about anything.
What are the cables under there?
Yeah, there's cables under there.
So what the fuck are you doing excavating?
I'm not going anywhere near your
You dug that hole.
I dug the hole to find it by hand.
Why are you finding the cables?
I could find the cables so I didn't hit them, you silly asshole.
Why are you digging in our easement over electrical cables, live electrical power cables?
Your electrical cables.
What? Say that again?
Your electrical cables are already out the road, don't worry about it.
Are already what? They come straight in to the house down here. That's what the easement is for. Are you lying again? Are you lying again?
No, I'm not lying.
So do you not agree that the easement covers this area that you're digging in right now? Are you going to deny that?
I located your cables before you need to worry about it.
You're supposed to provide us notice under the Electricity Act, and you can't do anything that interferes with the facilities protected by the easement or restrict our access to them by injured law. Do you understand that, Cliff? Do you understand that, Cliff? Cliff, do you understand that? Do you understand that, Cliff? Do you understand that our easement protects us from you doing anything that interferes with facilities under the ground here, which you're doing right now? I've got you on video. You're digging within the boundaries of our easement. I've told you we don't want you to do this. We do not consent to this work. You've provided us with no notice. You're violating the provisions of the NZ Electricity Act, and you're operating excavating machinery in an unsafe manner around underground services.
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit? You're doing it right now. This is against WorkSafe guidelines.
Go on then.
I've already done that. We've already notified WorkSafe. We've notified the council. They're aware of you being like you're delusional. You're a liar, habitual liar, Cliff.
Yeah, they're over there, not down here.
That's less than that's less than a meter from where you're digging. This is an absurdly risky and unsafe thing that you're doing, Cliff. Do you understand that? Do you understand that what you're doing is illegal? Do you understand that what you're doing is illegal? Not providing notice to us to carrying out these works in, complete denial of the fact that we don't want you to do them. We don't want you to dig and interfere with the underground cables in our easement. Do you understand that? Do you understand it, Cliff? Do you understand?
I understand completely.
You do understand, yes. So what the fuck are you doing? Can you explain what you're doing? Why are you digging this area up which has got our underground cables running under it? Why are you disturbing our underground cables? Exposing them in an unsafe... You've dug a hole right there. You've put some garbage roofing tiles in the hole. You're like dumping your garbage. Why are you dumping your garbage over our underground? Well, that's absurdly unsafe. It's interference.
Nothing unsafe about what I'm doing. Now shut up.
You are excavating with heavy machinery over underground cables, including three-phase power lines.
Yeah, over there, not down here.
They're right here, Cliff, under this tile, right here.
where I'm working.
You were working here like a couple of days ago. That's why there's a hole here, Cliff. Did you not? Are you saying you didn't dig the hole where the tiles are in? You didn't dig it? Because we've got photographs of you digging it with your excavator.
Locating it.
You dug the hole up and exposed the cables. If you wanted to locate the cables, you would have used proper testing equipment, and you're supposed to hand dig any holes in the vicinity of high voltage power lines, especially when they're live. These lines are live. You're risking our power connection, our water connection, our telecommunications connection. You're doing this in an unsafe manner. Have you got a license to work around electrical lines? Are you a licensed electrical contractor, Cliff? Are you a licensed electrical contractor, Cliff? Are you a licensed electrical contractor, Cliff? Are you? Do you hold any licenses to work around electricity? Are you licensed to modify or interfere with electrical connections? I mean, are you? Can you not say, because like anything that you did say in the affirmative would be a lie? I mean, you don't seem to have a problem with lying to me in other circumstances. You're just happy to lie to me to my face all the time. Why not just tell some more lies, Cliff? Or yeah, just piss off. Why not do that? I mean, I think that would be best, don't you? Just fuck right off. So just to be clear, you're just going to ignore all of this. You're just going to continue working around live power lines in an unsafe manner using heavy machinery. Is that what you're doing? Well, it's not what I think, Cliff. It's what I'm capturing on video, and what you're saying, or not saying, or not doing, like stopping. Like stopping.
I'm not stopping. I'm nowhere near your cables.
Our cables are right here, Cliff. You dug up the cables just the other day. The only reason you're not working around the cables now is because you already worked around them with your excavator just the other day. Isn't that true? Is that true, Cliff? Is that the truth? Is that what you did? You dug up our cables with your excavator. Is that true? And then you dumped some garbage in the hole. Is that true?
I dug a hole with a shovel, yes.
You didn't dig it with a shovel though, did you? That's a lie, isn't it? Isn't it? That is a lie. You're just lying to me now. Again. How many times do you have to get called out on your lies?
I located the cable.
You're a liar, Cliff. You're a liar. You're a dishonest person. You're a habitual liar, aren't you? Every dealing we've had with you, it's the same pattern. Say, Cliff, you did this. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And then you go, look, here's some like obvious visible evidence of the fact that you did do that. And you go, oh, well, I was doing you a favor. Or some bullshit like that. Isn't that true, Cliff? Doesn't that characterize the vast majority of our dealings over the past 5 years or so? Doesn't it? Do you think that's accurate? Because I think that's accurate. Would you say that's inaccurate? Would you say that you haven't lied to me pretty much every time we've spoken? Would you say, that you were within your rights to issue me with a trespass order when we already have rights to access our easements for the purposes of repair and maintenance, and when you're messing around, digging holes, exposing our power cables in an unsafe manner with excavating machinery, that doesn't constitute a pretty damn good reason to come down and have a look. So your trespass notice is invalid. The trespass notice does not cover anything where we already have rights to enter the property. Do you understand that, Cliff? Do you understand that, Cliff? Do you understand that, Cliff? Cliff, do you understand that? Do you want to dispute that? Do you think I'm wrong about that? You got anything to say about that? You're just going to keep scratching ineffectually at the dirt, are you? You know, I've often thought, you know, just seeing you the other day with your chickens out there, that you seem very much like a chicken. You're just pecking and scratching at the dirt. Like very little going on upstairs. You're in total denial about the fact that we own this property, that we own these cables running under the ground, and that you need to provide us notice. Under law, under New Zealand law, if you want to contravene New Zealand law, if you want to be a criminal, if you want to be a dishonest criminal, like that's what you're doing. And you know, I'm filming you doing it. So just, you know, I guess keep doing it, I'll keep filming. That's cool. I mean, everybody's going to be interested in this cliff. Your neighbours are going to be interested in this. I know that. The council are going to be interested in this. You know, we'll send this, I don't know. Maybe we'll send it, maybe we'll find out some of your mates down, I don't know if you have any left, because you're such an asshole all the time to everyone and lie to everyone. Break your deals. Just lie to people's faces. Just habitually. It's just habitual, isn't it? You can't help it. You're very much like a chicken. You're just hardwired. Oh no, everything I'm doing's right. Nobody has the ability to question me or say what I'm doing, you know, is out of line, is not in compliance with the law. That just doesn't compute for you, does it? Does it? You can't answer these questions because you know I'm right. You can't dispute any of this because you know that you're a habitual liar, that you break agreements and contracts, that you can't comply with the law because you can't face coming and talking to us and asking for permission, because oh my God, wouldn't that be the worst thing ever? Cliff Glass having to ask Pete Black for permission to do something. That just drives you mental, doesn't it? Drives you absolutely so mad that you're taking reckless, rash, stupid, illegal, unsafe acts like this, and you're just going to keep on doing them until we finally drag you to court and stop you. We get a court order to say, Cliff, you can't do this, and we get you to pay for damages. We get the bailiffs to come around to your property, take your tractor, bankrupt you. Is that really what you want? You can't see another path where you just don't do this silly shit? You can't see that? You can't understand how that might be preferable? I mean, really? You can't back down, even on like something where you're clearly in the wrong? You can't just go like, maybe it'll be better if I just drove away, and oh my God, maybe it'd be better if I came around and said, holy crap guys, I'm really sorry, actually I fucked up, I'm really sorry. But you can't do that, can you? You're just not mentally able to comprehend the fact that you might possibly be in the wrong on this or other things. And I suggest to you to take a break, to go and think about it, and like ideally, as we've advised you on so many occasions before, to ask a lawyer, you know, like really ask a lawyer, is what I'm doing permissible under the various provisions of NZ law that govern activities, A, around high voltage power lines, you know, and B, within the boundaries of easements that are granted to other people. I mean, you know, I'm not saying stuff that you should be sort of thinking, this guy's being completely unreasonable. This guy's not talking any sense at all. He's making stuff up and claiming that, you know, he has rights that he doesn't have because, you know, that's just not backed up by objective reality, Cliff. We don't share the same version of objective reality, that much is true, but, you know, you can't, no one else is going to see it your way. You must understand that. You know, like, are you hearing what I'm saying? Have you got anything to say? Can we have a conversation? Because, you know, you've really backed us into a corner here. And that, you know, the only thing that we seem to be able to do to get traction on this issue is to drag your ass to court. We don't really want to do it because it's expensive and it's a hassle and it's stressful on everyone. But, you know, if you really want us to do that, well, we have some disputes tribunal issues filed. You know, you're going to get notified of that over the drain field. You know, this one's looking like pretty freaking ripe fodder at this point because, you know, like look at what you're doing on camera, Cliff. Just look at it. Look at what, you know, you can't say anything back to me to refute anything that I've said to you, can you?